spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, it's waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger, people dying to be. More than 6 or 7 times, yeah. Fell in love with a woman in Canada, above Montreal. She was a friend of mine. I didn't want to admit that I was going tall, so I set out across the country hitchhiking. Set across the country hitchhiking, trying to free my mind. I was lost in your slipstream, following a borrowed ride. Darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger and the people dying to be free. So I stopped by my old St. Louis college. Missouri was halfway to the land of gold, California, yeah. Heard an old Swedish buddy of mine that was in a rambling mood that put up her thumb and whisked away toward the west too. Lost in your slipstream, following in a borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. I could just forget about the hunger and the people dying to be free. somewhere across Texas desert. I heard these stories about this unbelievable blonde Swedish girl that was riding up ahead of me, somewhere up there hitchhiking. Oh, I knew it was her, that girl I knew from St. Louis. And her friends, they just fit the description so perfectly. I think one cafeteria owner even knew her name. Oh my gosh, I know that. We're playing the same hitchhiker game. I was lost in your slipstream, following the borrowed ride. Darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about good life, waiting out there for me. I could just forget about the hunger and the people dying to be free. Now, I've been a star in my high school. They knew me as the music man, the music Norman, the music airborne. I've been flirting with stardom all my life, and I always knew that I'd be a big, big man. The thing that scared me most was finding a girl who didn't love me but loved everything I was about. Get me into a marriage that didn't have any love, and there was no way that I could get out. Lost in your slipstream, following a borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life that was waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger and the people dying to be free. So I fell in love with this girl from Montreal. I tried to avoid her all fall and into the winter. Was hitchhiking out toward California way. Some gorgeous Swedish blonde was also driving that way, hitchhiking that way actually. I was following her as fast as I could, thought maybe she'd help me fall out of love with my Montreal girl. If she could. If anyone could, she could. I made my way to Tucson, Arizona. Oh, what a shock that town was. lost in your slipstream, following in a furrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide from my own impending fame, you know. Heard a lot of stories about people life waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the and the people dying to be free. Tucson town of the late 70s was filled with a bunch of late hippies, too late to make it to the California border. They got stuck on that side of the desert land. All these little kiddies hiding out in the city at night, where the shelters closed their doors and left them to be outside. It was a giant deserted building where it was like some kind of weird post-apocalyptic scene. Nasty little kiddies who had no money, had no kitties to suckle on, lived dirty and didn't even care about being clean. Tucson authorities weren't too happy about all the people that were getting stuck in Tucson town. They hired extra cops, got machinery too, to track those little kiddies down. I couldn't take begging like, you know, little children robbing everyone that came into their proximity thing that's happening in that big old deserted building. So another guy, I guess maybe someone who thought that I was an easy mark with my backpack and my guitar on my back, thought, come on with me. I'll show you some other place you can go tonight where you won't have to worry about that backpack being stolen and that guitar. I was lost in your slipstream, following the borrowed ride. Wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the big life that was waiting out there for me. If I could just get about the road, to be free. Well, we sat on the rooftop, one of those flat Tucson tops, where the rain almost never poured. He said, you can stay here the night, I'll watch over you. Oh, believe me, I won't even get bored. pulled out a book by John Barnes and started to read, distract myself. And anyway, if I went back to classes, I'd have to do a report on that one. He said, "Oh my gosh, Lost in the Funhouse, what's that book about?" I gave it to him to start to read it. He got so fascinated, he just read and read and read. He was like, "Holy smoke, man, Lost in the Funhouse. What a great book this is." I gave it to him. I said, "Hey man, you're appreciating it more than I am. You're gonna watch over me, maybe you can read it while I'm sleeping." Lost in your slipstream, following in the borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger and the people dying to be free. It's just gotten really kinda dark. Night was settling in, and oh my gosh, I saw something I didn't think I'd see outside of Vietnam. A helicopter in silent mode flipped on its searchlight, looking for the kids on top of the roofs. And over Tucson roofs, where that spotlight hit, I saw kids jumping to the ground. And the Tucson air was filled with helicopter rotors and that specific sound. I was lost in your slipstream, following in a borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight of that helicopter chasing us, wishing there was just one place to hide. The megaphone announced, "It's illegal to be on top of the roof. Get off the roof, get off the roof." Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger and the people trying to be free. Lost in your slipstream, oh you beautiful Swedish babe, following in a hitchhike borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight of that helicopter, chasing us off the roof, you know, wishing there was just one place to hide. I'd heard a lot of stories about the good life if I would just sit down and become something that was understandable, not one of these artists folks. Maybe write some songs that were about having sex or something. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger and the people died. So the guy destined to be a superstar, go far, make lots of money and do lots of great things. Was on a rooftop in Tucson, being chased by a helicopter, a megaphone, presence with no wings. Chasing some Swedish girl to make him forget about the girl that he knew that he was gonna live with the rest of his life. The one who was gonna be his wife. The one he couldn't avoid, his soulmate. The one who lived in Montreal. He'd been in and out of, spotlight of stardom all his life, and he just wanted her to be his wife, but she wanted money, good things, the things that come from settling down and saying it's all right to live in this Montreal town where the heroin is flowing and everyone's going around in circles. And lost in your slipstream, following in a borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing that was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. I could just forget about the hunger, hunger, and the people dying to live. I was lost in your slipstream, following in borrowed pride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing that was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the hunger, and the people dying to be free. Lost in your slipstream, following the borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, it's waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about it. was lost in your slipstream, following a borrowed ride, darting in and out of the spotlight, wishing there was just one place to hide. Heard a lot of stories about the good life, it was waiting out there for me. If I could just forget about the whole girl.